Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we will begin our journeys through Lower Lebennin. So let us begin by talking to Baraniel.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
A terrible fate has befallen the people of Ethillorn, traveler. I saw smoke rising from the town against the murk of the sky, and heard the march of the Corsairs, and even the fabled trollmen of the Haradrim turned towards Linhir. You tell Baraniel of the great battle in Linhir. So they have fled then, but to where? Yet I still wonder what remains of Ethillorn. Please search Ethillorn, traveler. If any yet live, I shall see them housed in Zarnhat. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna be investigating that town of Ethillorn. It was briefly mentioned on one of the repeatables we did the previous episode, but I'm not sure which. It's obviously one of the repeatables relating to the Corsairs, but I'm not sure if it's the Corsairs trying to attack Linhir from the south wall. Most likely, right? I mean, geographically it makes sense. But, well, bottom line, we already knew there was something going on at Ethillorn before Baraniel told us. Now we just need to go there and see for ourselves what it is exactly. So another town razed by the enemy. Doesn't look too good. What will we find inside, I wonder? Discover the ruins of Ethillorn? And there are some courses, of course, as expected. Corsairs have taken Ethillorn and seek to use the port town as a means to renew their attacks into Linhir and Lebennin. They must be defeated before they can mount a new assault against the people of Gondor. That was quick. And as you see here, we're also advancing the epic quest. We need to get some badges from Haradrim and Corsairs before we look for Thorongil near Pelargir. Oh, and we started getting some of these rep items too. Well, we already got all the Corsair badges we needed. You do not yet see any survivors. Yeah, seems like wishful thinking at this point. Maroon, okay. What do we got here? Although the damage they have dealt to Ethillorn will not be easily undone, you have weakened the Corsairs' forces in the ruins greatly and provided a respite for the people of Linhir and Lebennin. After reaching the docks of Ethillorn, you notice several large Corsair ships docked in the harbor. You should weaken their masts to strand the Corsairs on the coastline before you depart the ruins. And here we have one of the survivors. Rungal.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
The man flinches at your approach, clearly caught off guard. You surprised me, stranger. I thought they were coming to strike me down at last. I tried to fight back when they sacked the town, but they merely wounded me before they were called away. A dreadful man in red passed through Ethillorn and took the Corsairs with him. The Corsairs returned in a time, but they have not yet thought to seek me out. The others, though, I do not know what has become of them. I fear many of my people have been taken as slaves, but I swear I have heard the sounds of death rise in this gloom. Seek them out, my friend, I beg you. Ah, you have another quest, okay.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Much has been lost to the Corsairs, Beriathan, life, land, and now our memories. I care far more for the lives of my folk here in Ethillorn, but I know many who would be grateful if their family heirloom survived this horror as well. Search the town and the Corsairs' ship. If you can find anything of note, return it to the people of Sarnhat. They are hailed, trustworthy folk, and could look after them until we can reclaim Ethillorn. I am glad you are here to aid us, my friend. I shall try to escape once you have thrown the Corsairs into disarray. Aha! Aha, indeed. So... okay. Oh, jeez. This man either resisted or was deemed too weak by the Corsair slavers. Yeah, any case, that doesn't look good. Let us try and grab these guys. More dead people. Now we do need to get inside those big ships to weaken the mass, but I'm not sure how to access them. Well, gotta keep exploring the docks, and that's bound to be it, most likely. There we go. That was great. Adorned chest. Yeah, well, if I can grab some extra shards, I was thinking, but doesn't seem to be the day. Alright, no more Corsairs inside this ship, it seems. Ah, didn't see you there. Anyway, there is one ship mast to weaken. They may... the way they looked at me, under stench. How awful. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright, this is ship number 1, I would say. Here we have ship number 2. How did you make it through them all? Thank you. There should be another mast in here, yeah. Come, girlie. We still have a couple more ships to visit. Another heirloom of Ethillorn. Good. Another one in here. Might as well take it. Another dead Gondorian. Let's try and get all these courses rounded out. Thank you for freeing me from this accursed ship. You are very much welcome. There's a little bit of luck today. Nothing we can't handle though. Let me off the ship. You have weakened the masts of many Corsair ships docked at Ethillorn. While they may not notice your efforts now, their masts shall topple when the wind catches their unfurled sails. That sounds like fun. Okay, we can technically go back to Sarnhat now, but I don't think I have my milestone there? No. So we'll need to make our way there the good old-fashioned way. We just gotta fight our way through once again. And doing pretty good at Corsairs Lane as well. We might be able to complete the advanced deed before we leave Central Gondor. That would be great. Well, that's a staple of each area. There is always at least one Slayer deed that you can complete without too much trouble. But then the other ones require way more work. So yeah, it's something we've come to expect. It's become usual at this point. And at least the Slayer deeds of Central Gondor, I mean, there are areas which have it a lot more grindy. East and West Rohan come to mind with the insane amount of deeds they have each for enemies that are not even that common there. Full studded stuff. Yep. That's what I thought. We've run out of space for a lot of things. So, I'm actually gonna look for a vendor. Please tell me there is a vendor in here. There should be at least one, please. Just one. No vendor, no milestone. God, this doesn't look good.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
I am thankful that you were able to save as many folk as you did, but I doubt the bloodlust of the Corsairs shall ever be sated. We shall care for the wounded, my friend, and we'll see them return to good spirits in time. We cannot lose hope. Not yet. Where is this cache? We need to... yeah, here, to place the heirlooms in it.
Will we ever see the sun again?
You have done a noble thing, Beriathan. We shall ensure that no harm comes to their belongings, even if we are forced from our homes as well. Don't say that.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
You have been of great help to us, my friend, but one of your skill would do well to join our forces to the east. However, the Corsairs and Haradrim have seized much of the land to the east, and the route is unsafe to travel. I would beg that you travel north through Malbarth before journeying east to the beacon settlement of Ost Anglebed. The hearty folk that dwell there can provide you safe passage to the east. Our guards in Ost Anglebed and Pelargir are all that remain, so your aid could be vital. Go swiftly, my friend, and let us hope we see you again in brighter times. So this seems to be it for Sarnhat. So yeah, at least we'll have the chance of please get into a town with a vendor. Shouldn't be hard really to find a vendor. Otherwise, I can technically use some of these rep items. Well, for example, this recipe I already know. That means we can use some of these rep items, grab some of these other items too. But even then, another already known recipe. Yeah, at this point I think I have them all, or close to having them all. Please tell me there is a vendor in Malbarth. Oh, really looking area. Really looking tower. Good looking tower. It's a shame we don't have clear skies to admire the construction, the building in its full glory. But even among the shadows it looks majestic, so that's something that the enemy cannot take away from the people of Gondor. Their pride, their accomplishments, dwindled as they are still part of a noble race. We, I should say, as Beriathan also belongs to this race. Very proud of it too. Bark here, okay.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
You say you have come from Sarnhat. I am glad it has not yet met with a grim fate as so many others have. I saw the smoke rising this morn, but could not tell which of our settlements had fallen to the Corsairs.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I am not certain what to make of your presence here, traveler. Am I to be concerned that the war marches closer to our doors this day? Or am I simply fortunate to have one as well equipped as yourself visit our village? You tell Bar here of Edenir's suggestion to travel north and then east to meet the other warriors near the enemy's holdings outside Pelargir. Ah, so that it is it then. I am afraid I cannot offer you much in the way of aid in your journey beyond a cooked meal and firm bed, but my friends in Malbarth may have yet more to ask of you. Well, a cooked meal and a firm bed I think is much more than we can ask for, considering the circumstances.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
I'd bid you welcome to Malbarth, traveler. If you had made it this far north, the Corsairs must be wary of you. For my part, I miss the bright, peaceful days that were once common in Lebennin. With the darkening of the sky, I do not see how any can be happy. Strange things have been afoot near our homes, and I fear we will soon be forced into this war. I would ask you remain here a moment if you would seek to aid me.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
It is good that you have come to us, Beriathan. The war has brought few ills to the people of Malbarth, but with each passing day, we seem drawn closer to the invasion on the coast. Men lurk in the trees, just beyond our sight. In the dark of this morn, I slew one attempting to pillage my home, and where there is one Corsair, there shall always be more. We are not weak folk, traveler, but we are few. If you would aid us in driving them back for even one day more, we would all be thankful. Lendithil. Let us talk to all the people of town before we start helping them out. Let's see what she needs.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
I have heard word from Ost Anglebed that Lord Nost fell to the Corsairs. Their stone walls did nothing to repel the Corsairs and Haradrim, much less those horrible half-trolls. What hope do we have? I am sorry, traveler. I do not wish to speak more of this. Okay, Malbarth. Far from shore, yeah. It's really close to the Gilrine, as a matter of fact, okay. Well, I would like to stop a moment on something that Melawen said, saying how grateful she was of seeing someone like us in there. So it recently hit me when I heard her that, yeah, people of Gondor should be, on one hand, really surprised to see a member of the Citadel Guard not in Minas Tirith when war is almost upon them. But at the same time, I would say they are relieved seeing a member of the Citadel Guard coming to help them. Because you gotta remember, the Citadel Guard of Minas Tirith is one of Gondor's elite forces. And they are fearsome enemies, not to be underestimated. So in a way, Beriathan reputation precedes him. Now let's wait until they hear everything we have done in the lands of the north, in Eriador, Moria, Mirkwood, Rovanian in general. Okay, I know there is something in here. Apart from the Corsairs and the quest, I mean. But I don't remember if it's north of Sarnhat or north of Malbarth. Maybe even north of Ost Anglebed. But I do remember one of the treasure caches of central Gondor is hidden right outside of one of those towns. And it would be nice finding at least one of those caches, because we have not opened that deed yet. And we're almost done with central Gondor. That's food for thought.
What news do you bring, traveler?
I refuse to believe our end comes soon. Have even the most devout people of these lands dismissed the tales of old? I will not abandon hope while the sisters still watch over Lebennin.
Well met.
I would like to share something with you, my friend. There is a practice among my people to honor the sisters of Lebennin with tribute baskets given to the river's current. Many of our people observe the tradition, yet most do not believe as we do. The sister of the Gilrine has long brought peace to these lands, a certain harmony even amidst trouble. I can think of no better time to pay her tribute than for keeping us from harm on this darkest day. If you would help me craft a few of our traditional baskets from materials in Malbarth, my folk would certainly hold you in high regard.
What news do you bring, traveler?
It has been told that there were once sisters who watched over the lands of Lebennin, each of them inhabiting one of our great rivers. 5 sisters there were, but long has it been since any have shown their faces to our people. The sister of the Gilrine is said to watch over our lands here in Malbarth, and few venture into the forest upriver, for we consider them sacred. In your time at Linhir, did you learn of the sisters? You tell Arbaith of your meeting with Roaming Star and the power she wielded over the river Gilrine. Even I began to doubt, Beriathan. If you speak true, this will be a time of great upheaval and rebirth in Lebennin. Go back to the others. You must tell them of our sister's return. Yeah, but we do need to pick up some of these materials. Plenty of rates to be found here. Now, we do need to come to Malbarth. And the reason what I do remember this treasure cache I'm telling you about is because, I mean, we're really close to the town as you can see, so I thought, yeah, maybe there is an entrance to the north side. That would be great so that we can not turn all the way around for the entrance, but there isn't a way in from the north. There is instead this treasure cache that has allowed us to find this treasure of central Gondor. 20 treasure caches to be found, and we barely found one in Lebennin. Jeez. So that means there are 7 or 6 caches on each area of central Gondor, and once again, we are struggling just to find the first one.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
I am grateful you have driven them back once more, Beriathan. We enjoy a peace here that few others in Lebennin can claim in these dark times, and through your aid, we shall be free of those raiders for another day. Now I gotta tell you something, Malbarth. You are not of our land, traveler. For what reason would I believe such a tale? Okay, I am from your lands, indeed. Not the lands of Lebennin per se, but I mean, I've been protecting you since I came here. You know where I come from. So there's no need to distrust me. Alright, here we have everything we needed for the basket. Now, Lendithil. In these dark times, perhaps the sisters have returned to watch over us. Okay, this I didn't expect. You believe in me and Malbarth not? I thought it was gonna be the other way around. But then again, I suppose when people are most desperate, they are more willing to believe. So this actually should tell you how desperate Lendithil is in comparison to Malbarth. Now what do we have here? Is that Lin here? Should be Lin here, right? I mean, I do like the town. I do like the idea behind it being and the river passing through it. I think it looks great. Navigating the town. Navigating Link here is another matter entirely. And I don't know why I find it so difficult, but I do.
What news do you bring, traveler?
You have done us a great service by honoring our traditions, Beriathan. Let us hope that our tribute and a need for hope shall urge the sister of Gilrain forth from whatever she and her sisters have gone.
I greet you, friend.
You are free. You are the first we have known of in ages who claims to have seen one of the sisters, much less spoken to one. If you could call her forth before my folk, I do not think the darkest night could break our spirits. Disturb the pile of stones we have placed at the river's edge, and perhaps she will honor us all by revealing herself. Perhaps she will. So let us see if she wants to reveal herself. The pile shifts slightly and trembles, but Roaming Star does not appear. You do appear for Roniel and not appear for me, Roaming Star. Why?
Well met.
Do not worry, my friend. I still believe you, and I would have my folk do the same. I shall tell them of her return to our land and inspire hope in my kin. I think it is time you return to Barhir, Beriathan. The war in the east only worsens with each passing moment, and you are needed there. Now, can we please go to Ost Anglebed? I really need a vendor. I should have spoken to the vendor before beginning today's episode, but to be honest with you, I forgot again. But I do need to clear a lot of backspace.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
The sisters have returned. I am still not certain I can believe one so new to our lands, but I wish it true. Now then, we must speak of the conflict in the east.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
You have brought much hope to my people, Beriathan. Although we wish to distance ourselves from the troubles in Lebennin, we cannot deny that soon the war shall come to us. In the hills to the east lies the settlement of Ost Anglebed, and it is there you must go. The Lord has gone, but the steward and his men hold against all of the forces outside Pelargir. They would be aided greatly by one such as you, and should they fail to hold the beacon, the rest of Lebennin would soon fall. Go swiftly to Ost Anglebed in the east and follow the hills, for the roads are unsafe as of late, even for a warden. I do respectfully disagree. I am very confident on my skills as a warden, but I do wonder. We've been advised to travel to the east, following the hills through this forest, and I do wonder if there is something else to be found around this area. Because you can actually go to Ost Anglebed with this following the road, but not only is that longer, but I am pretty sure there are no quests for you if you follow that route. Maybe through here there is something more, but even if it isn't, it's still faster. You can see the walls over there on the horizon already, so it certainly beats riding through the roads anytime. I mean, even after the Corsairs are routed from Lebennin, the people of Central Gondor should still take the walk through the hills in order to reach Ost Anglebed. So there we are. Now, this is the entrance to the city. Well, one of the entrances, but here you can also see the beacon of Anglebed. So, I'm not sure if there is a deed. I think there is a deed for this beacon. Discovered Anglebed. There seems to be, but we have not reached the point of completing the deed yet. I think at some point one quest or another will have us come to this beacon, but well, I wanted to visit it now. And please tell me I will find a vendor in this town, not to mention a milestone. We are halfway through Lebennin and still no milestone. Okay, so here we have the men of Lebennin. Once again, the class essences and some extra goodies. And
These are troublesome times.
a Pelargir quartermaster. What I would love to get is this steed of Ship Kings. But for that, yeah, I need to be kindred with Pelargir, among other things. There are other ways of getting this steed, if you are lucky enough with some of the loot drops. But bartering for it is the fastest way, I would say. Let us talk to the steward of the city first. Malbarth. Nice to meet you.
I beg your pardon?
Why have you come here, traveler? War is at our doorstep, and soon the threshold shall be crossed. I will not beg your aid, Warden, but if you wish to stand against the darkness alongside my men, I will see you rewarded.
Why do you interrupt me?
Chief among the threats facing Ost Anglebed is the War Master of the nearby Haradrim. He leads a substantial force, and it grows by the day. Already Lornost has fallen to their warriors, and the riders gloat in the fields. The arrogant lot they are. They think themselves safe because of the half-trolls they command, but even those foul creations that could only be of the Dark Lord's designs cannot protect them now. We have taken enough prisoners, Beriathan. It is time for a show of force. Travel to their camp and confront their War Master. Perhaps then they shall learn that the people of Lebennin are not yet beaten. I like your spirit. Not your attitude, not too much, but your spirit, it's in the right place.
What is the meaning of this?
While you seek out their leader, I would ask that you take the fight to the Haradrim across the river. Their men and their trollish men are of great concern to my warriors, Beriathan, and we know little of their plans. They laid siege to Lornost, and soon I fear their attention shall turn to my people in Ost Anglebed. These half-trolls are beyond our understanding. It is said that their skin protects them from flames. I would advise you to be cautious around them, for despite their size, they are strikingly precise with blades. Seek out orders held by their sorcerers, but leave none behind to strike against us. I await your return, Warden.
I beg your pardon?
For days now, we have seen the advance of our foes south of the Cerny, but few have been bold enough to cross over it. However, my men have informed me that a few Corsairs snuck across in the darkness of this morn and seem to be making their way towards Ost Anglebed. I will not allow that Corsair filth to take one step into my home, much less lay claim to it. Search the fields near Ost Anglebed and make them wish they had the sense to remain across the river. Yeah, he seems to be very angry, and that of course is more than reasonable. And that also gives him a lot of punch. So yeah, I like his spirit, I like how feisty he is. But I don't like how hostile he seems towards us. We're here to help. Now, I think we can sell some of these task items. I mean, there's plenty of that already here. This that we got. Well, it's marginally better, but not enough to warrant a change in gear. This should at least give us some breathing room. I don't think I'm gonna wear this cloak, but I do like the cosmetics of it. I don't think I'm gonna keep that bracelet. And this earring. Oh, I think I'm good. Let us repair. Looks a little bit better already. All these recipes we already know. Alright, here we have a stable master. We also need to unlock this travel location. It's gonna be useful later.
How may I help you, friend?
And the milestone. Now, Let us defeat the Corsairs, and then let us look for the Haradrim camp of Tama Aklam. No idea what that means. Would love to learn the meaning of some of those Haradrim words. That's one Corsair. I see another one walking around. Another one in here. That was great. Yeah, I'm loving that quick sweep. A lot. Now, another Corsair around here. And just one more. Just need one more. Now we can go back to Malbarth for this quest, but let us go to the Haradrim camp first. Constructed events. Yeah, that's the camp we're looking for. So let us go. Now that to the south, I think, is another village. Well, or city, I would say. I don't think there are many villages in Gondor, but another city that we will be visiting soon enough. Don't remember the name right now, but we'll learn it anytime now. Let us get rid of some of these things we no longer need. It seems. Can you sell this? It didn't show up on the vendor screen last time. I do not like those kind of items that you cannot sell, because I never realized they are unsellable, and if I don't need it, I forget to destroy them, so that means they just take the space on my back for God knows how long. Now, this is the camp, Amaklam, but where's the entrance? To the north, to the east. What is that over there? Ah, another destroyed city, it seems. Can I please find the entrance of this place? Where is it? Yeah, thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah, you die. So, defeat Haradrim half-trolls and Haradrim sorcerers. Stop it with your stance! Christ! And with your disarms, what's the deal with you? Oh my god! Die, all of you, die, 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 die. At least now I won't forget to loot this corpse. This Haradrim does not appear to have any orders. A shame. Oh. Oh, kid. I told you to fight. Fighting like cowards you are. This Haradrim does not appear to have any orders. Ah, we already collected enough southern badges. Yeah. So now we just need to find Thorongil outside Pelargir. Yeah. Do your friggin' stun. And you die. Die, all of you, die, die, die. Christ. This Haradrim does not appear to have any orders. So call forth and defeat the leader of the Haradrim in Tama Aklam. Atop the hill, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, die. Waradi. Ha! You challenge me here among my men? If your wish is to die, I shall grant it. Despite his boasts, Waradi has been defeated. Yeah, were you expecting anything else from this guy? Now we can go back to Malthalim right now, so let us map to Ost Anglebed. Thank God that we did that. Now, let us go back to the hall, the city hall.
Why do you interrupt me?
I am glad you have thinned their numbers, even if you were unable to provide us with their plans. We shall have to keep a closer eye on them, it seems. And those half-trolls, by the way you describe it, they seem to honor the Haradrim sorcerers above all. We may never know if it is loyalty or fear that motivates them. I am thankful my men can keep their boots here while we have one as skilled as you patrolling the fields.
What is the meaning of this?
I have no patience for these snakes, Beriathan. I hope all his men saw his resolve falter when you confronted him. If you can defeat their war masters, I have hope that you will aid us in driving all of the Haradrim and their Corsairs brethren from our lands.
Why do you interrupt me?
Let that be a lesson to them, Beriathan. With such a paltry force, I must wonder why they even bothered. Here is your reward as promised.
What is the meaning of this?
Rumors surround this man known as the Heirs of Castamir, for his name was once held in great regard in Gondor, at least by some. There was a dark time in our history known as the Kin-strife, when our people fought amongst themselves to determine who was the true claimant to the throne. Castamir and his followers forced the opposition from these lands and soon ruled in Pelargir, but he was killed years later. The Kin-strife's ending was a bloody one, Beriathan, and as long as it has been, many of the wounds between brothers have never fully healed. I have heard my own folk talk of them, and I grow more curious as to what they believe these heirs seek in Gondor. I do know a thing or two about the Kin-strife, not only because we were told about it as well in Dol Amroth. I don't think I had the chance to tell this yet, but part of Beriathan's backstory has to do with the Kin-strife and its consequences that are still felt to this day. Hope I can someday tell you the full story, but it seems it's not this day. Kelairoth.
Will we ever see the sun again?
I have heard rumors of the might of the one they call the Scourge. It is said he commands the vast army and can outsmart any foe in battle. It has been many years since Gondor has had a king upon the throne, and should he return the throne to Pelargir, the people of Lebennin might prosper greatly. This fighting is brutal to be sure, but for this cause, I would throw my lot in with him. Are you for real? I mean, are you gonna sell your soul to the people of Umbar just so that you can have the king's throne in Pelargir?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I do not care for this man or the outcome of his bid for the throne. I merely wish to make it through this war with my family intact. If he can stop the fighting, so be it. Organd only seems interested in surviving the war. Yeah, these are bold things to say to a member of the Citadel Guard. Sworn to protect the Tower of Ethillorn, we've not had a king in many years, it's true, but my loyalty is still with the king of the Tower of Ethillorn, not with some usurper from Umbar.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
The folk of my line once counted themselves amongst the followers of Castamir. His dishonor tainted our family's name for years, but perhaps his descendants can restore it. The people of Gondor have waited long enough for the rightful heir. Let us celebrate anew. Oh, jeez. Is this town full of supporters of Castamir? Really?
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I care not if they are of the bloodline. Castamir the usurper was a monster who spat in the faces of his people, and these brutal men have proven to be no better than him. To grant any of them the throne would be madness. Were I a warrior, I would drive them from Gondor myself. Yeah, finally! Some sensible man. Nembalir is disgusted by the heirs and wishes them driven from Gondor. Yeah, you and me both. Jeez. Yeah, I didn't expect to find this much loyalty to him. To Castamir and his line. I mean, it does make sense because these were the lands that of course were loyal to Castamir back during the days of the Kin-strife. And as Malthalim said, most of these wounds are not fully healed yet. But, I mean, even with that in mind, once again, Beriathan does come from Minas Tirith. And his loyalty is to Eldacar and his line, not Castamir, so I can't imagine Beriathan being too happy about all this.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
I do not trust these rumors. Castamir's sons escaped when he was slain, but I do not believe his line could have continued for so long. I will follow them if it allows me to keep my life, but they are cruel, vicious men, and I do not think them proper leaders for Gondor. Dolial is fearful of the heirs and thinks they shall bring ruin to Gondor, but I mean, you do not trust them, but if they can save you, you will go with them. I mean, that's a more complex thought. I will give you that. But the only one who was able or who dared to speak openly against them is Nembadir. I really like you. Where do you think we should be friends? Here we go, Nimithil.
What has become of our lords in the east, I wonder?
I am Nimithil of Pelargir. Why have you come to me? You introduce yourself and tell Nimithil of the Steward's curiosity. I do not care to know their goals, Beriathan. When you bear the name of one as reviled as Castamir the Usurper, you cannot seek to do good for the people of Gondor. Trouble is growing in Lebennin, and it must be dealt with soon. Awesome, so we got here, known to Lebennin. So let us check this really quick. Here we have the men of Lebennin, acquaintance already. So we have the new deed, friend to Lebennin, the title, some rep items. Here is the one that we just completed, some currency, and the title, and that's it. But well, we were able to get acquaintance with the men of Lebennin in just one episode. That's great. So we're making good progress on Central Gondor, and I think our time here it's coming to an end. Not yet, though. There's still plenty of things to do, but that will be a matter for next episode. So once again, thank you for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.